believe today is the 25th of July. There are a few more months in this year. And God is God. Some people are very confused. They have been confused because of what they have been led to believe. There was a man years ago. He had a position, and his position put him in the temple. His name was Zacharias. His wife's name was Elizabeth. He didn't know that Elizabeth's kin would become pregnant by God. He didn't have a clue. All he knew was the angel had appeared to him and told him about his wife, Elizabeth. And there were many days after that he didn't speak. He never said a word. He never said a word until after he had written something on a tablet. That was a long time ago. He was probably at home and saw Mary come to see his wife, whom no one knew was with child. That happened years ago. This is 2018. Yep, 2018. And Jesus was born a few months after John. And John lived in the wilderness. Jesus did not. You can find out about John and Jesus if you will take the time to do it. And John did not have to go into the wilderness to face the devil. But Jesus was taken into the wilderness to face the devil. And you can read about it in Matthew chapter 4. Yep, Matthew chapter 4. Matthew chapter 4 says, Jesus was led up by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. And today, wherever you are on the earth, you can call it the wilderness. And the devil will tempt you. You don't have to go to a certain mountain. You don't have to go to a place. You don't. It's just one of those things. But Jesus was and met the devil in the wilderness. And he came with a question. If you are the Son of God. If you are the Son of God, I want you to do something. I want you to command that these stones become bread. Jesus responded to the devil, and he said, according to what I read right here, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but on every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. Folks, it hasn't changed at all. It hasn't changed. It will never change. Man shall not live on bread alone, but on every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. The devil took him to the holy city and had him stand on the pinnacle of the temple. And he said to him, if you are the Son of God, throw yourself down. The devil said a few more things to Jesus, and Jesus just simply said, on the other hand, it is written, you shall not put the Lord your God to the test. That leads me to this. I am not going to put the Lord my God to the test. I may be tested by the devil, but woe be unto me if I'm going to yield to him. I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm going to do what Jesus said, and I'm going to do what Jesus did. I'm going to have faith in God. You can do what you want to do, and you probably will. But Jesus, the last thing that you read here that the devil told Jesus, just don't forget that the devil is a liar. He was the first liar, and he's the best liar that there's ever been. He took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their glory. And he said to him, all of these things I will give to you if you will fall down and worship me. He really was talking to the Son of God. He was. And his words were to the devil, I'm going to say it this way. He told the devil, I worship the Lord, my God, and I serve him only. Shouldn't sons of God be that way? How about daughters of God? Does God have sons and daughters? That's a good question for today. Amen.